Hey, this is Peter and George at Retrofret in Brooklyn, New York. And George is playing a 1937 D'Angelico XL that was originally owned by a gentleman named Eddie Wilson who called himself the Vagabond Drifter. And he had his name engraved on the pickguard. And we like to laugh thinking what kind of vagabond could afford this guitar, which would have been a very expensive instrument at the time, about a $275 guitar in 1937. So he was a pretty well-heeled vagabond at the time. But he's not a well-known entertainer, but he used this on the radio quite a bit. We have one great photo of him playing it on the radio. It's a beautiful guitar. It was bought at a store called Gravois Music in St. Louis, which is where a lot of John D'Angelico's guitars went. We're New Yorkers. We like to think that they were all sold out of New York, but he actually sent them all over the country. And Gravois Music was his big dealer in the Midwest. And the teacher there was a young man named Mel Bay. And maybe it was Mel Bay who talked Eddie Wilson into buying this guitar, we don't know. But it's a beautiful example of an early XL, sunburst finish, engraved block inlays in Art Deco patterns, binding everywhere, beautiful spruce, flame maple back and sides. From the height of the Deco guitar era. And we think it sounds great. It's got an early DeArmond, this is the very first version of the DeArmond guitar mic that's on it. So it floats off the top. This allowed you to amplify a guitar without having to cut a hole in it anywhere. So a lot of players to this day still use this and think it's the best sounding pickup of its type ever made. So because the Vagabond Drifter had it on his guitar, we've left it on, but it doesn't really hurt the sound. But you could take it off and play it purely as an acoustic guitar if you want as well. Works perfectly either way. A season of peace.